Hey guys, so we're gonna do a spirit talk. I haven't done one of my spirit talks in a while and stuff. And we're gonna do a reading. We're gonna do all that. You know, I'm gonna pull cards. I always do that for you guys. But I want to talk about something that happened to the group. Is interesting. Obviously, we know a lot is going on. Everything's going on with Ukraine is really terrible, and everybody's upset about it. And then also, you know, we've dealt with COVID for 2 years. A lot of people are concerned gas prices. This is something that's been on my news feed all day long. You know, everybody's showing pictures of the gas prices and them going up. People are concerned. You know, they're worried about it. Like, oh my God, it cost me $80 to fill up my tank. You know, people are concerned about that. Absolutely. And, you know, obviously, you know, the cost of food is a lot. I did a Walmart order. I have my stuff delivered because I don't like to, I try to avoid people as much as possible. I just, you know, maybe they say the pandemic's calming down, but, you know, I'm just trying to be safe. Hey, I haven't got COVID yet, you know, so I'm just going to kind of stick with what I'm doing here. But, you know, I spent about $200 easy, and I don't feel I even got a whole lot of stuff, but I still spent about $200. You know, so a lot of people are concerned. Cost of living is ridiculous. Places are just multiplying the rent over and over. You know, so a lot of people are concerned with things like that and stressed out. But this is something that's very interesting, and this is what I want to talk about. I got to pull it up on my phone because this is something I did a post in the group a few days ago. And, you know, everything kind of going on, the way people, you know, they're being pulled down into the muck of the collective. You know, we're dealing with a lot of lower astral stuff. Now, when I say that, you know, I try to explain, you have your physical, and then you have your astral world, which is very much your spiritual world. And, you know, the veil is very thin. Like when I tell people about the astral world, I'm like, stick your hands out, it's right there. Okay, it's that close to you. It's that close. And this is why, you know, when we talk about the shamans or people who astral travel, it's very easy to do. It's a very thin layer, thin kind of membrane to be able to cross into. So they're always affecting each other. People sometimes think of them as these separate places, but no, they're integrating with each other. Just like when you go to sleep and you dream and you're seeing maybe your house, you know, or your childhood home or various things, just how that influences and penetrates the astral. Well, the astral also penetrates the physical. So we could be, you know, heavily influenced by lower level astral energies. And that's why I always try to I tell you guys, like, work on keeping the vibration high, keep the positive thoughts going on, try to be a place of peace. Even in your home, have good uplifting, you know, things around you, bright, get your crystals because they raise the vibration, you know, keep you out of the lower astral, okay? But this is what I want to talk about. Let me pull up the post because I posted this to a group. If you're not in my group, it's okay. It could still be very informative to you. Some people are only on my YouTube. That's okay. Well, let's kind of talk about it. And the post I did was, what does your soul need most right now? Send it to the universe. Now, one of the things I was very fascinated with is a few days ago on YouTube, I was watching some things about Christians and the prosperity gospel, the mega churches. One of the reasons the mega churches are so big is they've got there's a little, the prosperity gospel is almost a combination of the Bible, of course, you know, Christianity, and also the law of attraction. You know, they kind of mesh them together, and the way they kind of train people, you could say their audiences, is to teach them to sow a seed, and if you give and you tithe, then you'll get this abundance. Now, there is a little bit of truth to that, of course, because when you give, you are going to receive. You know, Jesus does say that in the Bible. You know, but also, well, actually, no. Let me correct that. Jesus says it is better to give than to receive. But there is definitely plenty of things in there in the Bible that do show that you can as well receive when you are a giving person. Okay, you know, so that does happen, and there is a lot of scriptures in the Bible about prosperity. But, you know, when we're working with things like the law of attraction, you know, for, you know, the spiritualist who has evolved further, you know, it is pretty much up. It's kind of, let's put it this way. The people who have more power with manifestation tend to also be people that are a little more spiritually evolved, And also to the point that now they've got this great power of manifestation, but they don't use it in the way maybe other people would. You think that with that power, they would just bring all these riches and, all these things, but they've let go of attachments. They don't find that these are the most important things. And even the comments to my post in here is very evidence of that. That the more we evolve spiritually, the less we care about those things. So we've got this, it's kind of funny. We kind of grow in our spiritual power and our evolution, and we get stronger in manifestation, but we're not manifesting things of the material world. That the 3D world, the collective, is always trying to hook you into, that, you need to have more money and more this and more that and wealth and home and this and fancy car and great job and paying this. Those things aren't as important, and I'm going to prove it to you right now. So let me go through it. So the post I said, and I got about 75 responses. What does your soul need right now? I send it to the universe. Most need right now. And you think, and there are some people, I need money, I need a house, I need this. And there's a couple things like that in there. But here's the answers. Calm, release, anxiety. What is to be reunited with my grandchildren? Love. To be in a home with my children. So somebody wants a home, but notice they say with my children. Okay, so there's a little more to that. It's not just about I want a fancy house. Financial stability was up there, and my family's safe and well. Okay, so my family's safe and well. Here we go. Peace, physical healing, love, to be understood, hope, love, compassion, physical and mental healing. Okay, and then we've got freedom and clarity and love within that freedom. A sacred journey. I need some creativity these days, bad. Love, less stress, healing, nourishing, peace. Do you notice a pattern here with the spiritual, the awakened, the people that are trying to heal and everything? What their soul needs right now. Is anybody saying a Lamborghini here? Okay. Is anybody saying I need $1 billion? Okay. Is anybody saying I need a mansion? Or anything? They're not even going there. Okay? Because, and see, this is spirit knows what your soul needs. Healing energy, evidence that I am doing the right thing. Mental and physical healing, I am loved, I am worthy, I am strong. The belief that I am enough. Direction, bravery. See what, this is what my soul needs right now. This is what people are saying here. A lot of people, I notice a lot of peace because of everything going on in the Ukraine is affecting everybody at the soul level. Okay? My soul needs purpose. As somebody, I need a home for my family, but notice it's for the family. Okay? To be stress-free even for a little while. Isn't that sweet? Happiness, healing, guidance. Need the best nanny for my situation. Love to know why I feel tired all the time. Love, healing, strength, understanding, peace, mental healing. Notice a lot of mental healing, okay, going on. A lot of mental healing, patience, more healing. Stability, somebody did say prosperity, but notice there's not very many of them. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting that, but just notice, what does my soul need right now? This is what the souls are saying. Okay, healing both physical and emotional, and financial stability. That's thrown in there. Stability and love. And notice some people, instead of saying financial, money, stuff, stability. It's a little bit different there. There's a little bit different. Lots of things can make you stable. And some R&R, rest and relaxation, to refill my cup. To be strong and stand up for myself against bullying. Strength and energy. Strength. So here comes strength. I need a place to live. Somebody does need a place to live. Clarity. Peace, healing, and I need this terrible anxiety to go the hell away. A lot of souls are going through anxiety right now. There's a lot of stress. More peace, humanitarian love. Healing, peace, gentle and kind love. Peace in the Ukraine. Fortitude, cleansing, clarity. Somebody says health and a new job. Mental healing. Look at all the mental healing that's coming up. And this is a big thing going on in the world. A lot of people dealing with mental issues. They're exhausted. They've got depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, all kinds of things going on. Okay, because the lower astral is penetrating. Okay, guys, healing, connection. There you go. Look at all that. This is what my soul needs right now. So when sometimes we're kind of sitting there, we're dealing with the stresses of the physical world. One of the things we're kind of looking at, oh, here goes the gas prices. Oh God, I hate my job. Things like that. The core issue is issues like this right here. This is what my soul needs right now. So if we know really what's going wrong, and those guys are figuring out, that's the beauty of a spiritual path and growing on it. If we're getting there and getting that clarity and understand what the problem is at its core, what I need, and we can fulfill that, if we can get that fulfilled, all the other stuff is going to fall in place. Okay, so sometimes say when things are kind of, maybe not falling into place exactly the way we want it, well, Spirit's trying to work on you on another area because Spirit knows what your soul needs right now. Okay, so that's the thing. Let's kind of talk and see what Spirit has to say. I'm not going to lower the thing since I'm doing a Spirit talk. I'm going to keep the camera up this time, if that's okay. So we've got the Two of Cups is popping up here. So I feel like those one-on-one soulmate connections, relationships. And this is something, and I'm not just talking romantic love, because the Two of Cups can also be friendships, like your best friends and everything, soul tribe, your one-to-one relationships. But definitely one of the things, but it can be, of course, so I'm not eliminating that. Also, our relationships, our love, and everything too. All of that encompasses. But the Two of Cups is very much a card about especially recognizing how connected that we are and so forth. And how, we need to try to have good relationships. Kindness, understanding, and giving love. Giving and receiving love. Especially the Two of Cups is about that a lot. And Spirit knows that people need to be able to do that, give that, and everything. We need to be able to do this for each other. And this is what they want. And the Knight of Cups, definitely the Knight of Cups, taking action with that, with showing love for others. One of the things about that is, when you show love, when you give love, when, take action with it, even the simplest things, the very simplest things, like say you are on Facebook, kind of, maybe you see someone kind of down, just show them a little love and stuff like that, let them know you support them, or even go a little further and just tell them. Sometimes I do that. I'll just say like, hey, I'm going to be up a while. If you need to talk, send me a PM. I'll be there, and stuff, be available for people and stuff like that. I know sometimes we got to set boundaries. We got to take care of ourselves. But if you are available that day and everything, be available for people. People need people and so forth. That's what we got to do here. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. I love it when things just fall into place. So we've got the Empress. What are the things about it? What is it about the Empress? That's the mother of all creation. She loves all her creation and so forth and everything, and just one of the things a lot of times when I see that, the Empress out of all the tarot, she's the most compassionate, and just loves, her children and so forth. So I feel this is even accessing, the side of the Spirit that is very loving and loves all of their children and so forth and stuff. And see, and that's what Spirit, Spirit wants to give that love and everything. And it's always being sent, always. We just got to be open to it. We just got to be open to it and so forth. But especially we do want to remember, yes, Spirit works through people. That is the most important thing. I see, just like divine guidance. There you go. The Hierophant card and everything. And just remember, you're being divinely guided, on this path. And it's really important to look at the spiritual. Now, of course, I always tell people, don't neglect your physical world. And, you don't want to do that. But just like even the very first line on it, the search for the meaning of life. Many people get on the spiritual path because they're trying, what is the meaning of all this? What is the purpose about, why am I here? Why am I dealing with all this? Why is there so much suffering? We have so many questions. Why is there so much suffering in the world? Why is there so much conflict? Why do people behave the way they do? Why do people believe so many different things? What is the right answer? Who is God? Who is this? Who is me? And everything. And then the older we get and stuff, we just realize we're not going to know all the answers. But one of the things we do find out is upon, yes, we want to just, answer the spirit question and all that. But we especially have come here to figure out who we are. Okay, is the big one. So we've got the Five of Cups, and that, of course, is dealing with loss. Spirit understands many are dealing with all kinds of losses right now. Many have, even in the pandemic, have lost loved ones. That's been a big thing. And, but just like the very first line, everything happens for a reason. We don't always understand the reason why things happen to us the way they do, but also, try to see even, the bigger picture and so forth with things going on. Know that one day we will get our answers. I do believe that very adamantly. I've always felt like, one day I might not understand why this bad thing happens and that bad thing happens, but I know one day Spirit's going to give me an answer. I know they're not going to leave me in limbo with me not understanding why these things happen. But we also want to be there for people, that are going through these things during this time. We got to be helping each other during this time, being there, having each other's backs, and everything like that. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. So we do have the Queen of Pentacles popping up in here. And one of the things, she is one of the very caring queens also. She's very nurturing and everything like that. And just like the very first line, nurture yourself and those you love. Now, keywords on that, I always like to let people know when I get to that line, if I'm using this deck, don't forget yourself. You got to nurture yourself. We do want to help other people, but don't forget to nurture yourself as well. Do that self-care and everything like that. We got to love ourselves as well. Do that self-care. Take care of yourself. Eat the right things. Though I know my daughter's going to laugh when I say that, but, and stuff. I have the chocolate cake. What can I say? Stuff, take salt baths, whatever you need. I like to put essential oils on, kind of get them all in the air and kind of smell good things. Whatever makes you feel good. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. Yeah, I see the Ace of Pentacles is here. That is, and that can be like the abundance card. And I feel like Spirit, is doing their best to try to provide abundance. But also, one of the things, I look at, the planet is a lot of people aren't very good at sharing. We kind of look at that. That's one of the, the problems that we have, on the planet. A lot of people are greedy. And things like that. That's one of the things. People aren't very good at sharing, stuff like that. So don't be like them, make sure to be sharing, and just remember, it is better to give than receive. Of course, it all kind of, it all comes back around. It always does, and various things. But also Spirit, I feel, is saying that, the spiritualists, as they start evolving, they recognize abundance in other different ways, and the simplest things can make one feel very abundant. So just like you may receive a gift out of the blue from a friend that is really treasured, that they put a lot of heart into, that can mean so much more than anything, or especially kids, things like that. And so, but Spirit knows what your soul needs, and that's what they're trying to work on. That's what they're trying to work on. I see we've got that Nine of Pentacles and everything. One of my favorite cards that normally shows the woman. She's in a good place. She's got that self-love. She's got that self-confidence, that sense of self-worth. And Spirit wants you to feel good about yourself. One of the things and the misconceptions and the problems, that has been with some religions is to make people feel sinful and unworthy. And God can't even look at them because they're so full of sin. Now, yes, we do want to strive to be better people. We definitely, if we've done bad things, we definitely want to go to Spirit. And we do want, we want to get, apologize, get forgiveness. We want to go through all that. Absolutely, sure. But, we also need to recognize that Spirit is probably not looking down on us as much as we think. Okay, that they have just this abundant love. And one of the things I've been doing for a little while now, a couple months now, every week I try to watch at least 2 to 3 videos on people who've had near-death experiences on YouTube. I love to hear their stories. I love to look at the things that they have in common and everything, especially the connections and everything, and very similar stories. Especially about going into the light. The light is a real thing. the love. Some people see Jesus. Some people may not. They may just see loved ones. They may just feel a presence of God. They may not know how to describe it. Okay. They may, it's just above and beyond unfathomable. It's just hard to. But one of the things, the common denominators, people seem to be saying is just that love and that comfort and that warmth. So it's like if this being has all this love that is just, almost unfathomable, to be able to describe or explain, of course they feel good about you. And so why not feel good about yourself and so forth? People got to stop beating up on themselves. It serves no purpose. I'm not talking about be vain. I'm talking about just good, genuine kindness. Be compassionate with yourself and everything. And see, this is one of the things, the problems in the world and stuff is the Four of Cups. Spirit is always offering that cup. And that's what I let you guys know. The Four of Cups is really about, the divine hand offering the Ace of Cups. Spirit is offering that love. And some people are shrugging it off. They're not paying attention. They get real focused on, certain things, especially the material world. Things to satisfy them, and it's just not important to them. But isn't it funny when we're down and out, all of a sudden that's when people pray, help me. And I feel Spirit probably gets frustrated with that. What about when things are good? Where's the thank you? Where's the attention? Where's the conversation? Why aren't you talking to me? Oh, but you wait till everything goes to crap, then you reach out to me. So we need to be kind of balanced with that. We need to be appreciative and so forth. What is the final card? So with this one, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, very interesting and stuff. And I feel like that, really what Spirit's trying to say is, count your blessings. Look at the blessings that you do have and so forth. Look at the good things that are going on in your life. Really focus on those. Focus on the blessings and what you've got and everything like that and stuff. But all that, healing, the Spirit's constantly working on that. Even to the point, mental healing. Just like notice a lot of people said that. A lot of people are having a hard time with that. And it's an endless struggle. Stuff. And Spirit's always working on that too. Is constantly trying to work on that as well. We've got a lot of different things, people try to medicate. Now, sometimes medication for a while, I'm not anti-med, okay? But one of the things is it's not the total solution, okay? What I feel, just even on my own journey, is we got to add a spiritual life to it. Just like meditation is wonderful. It's probably even more powerful, okay, than any drug can be. Doing that meditation and having that peaceful time, getting the rest, the relaxation, learning that, you can tame your thoughts, that they don't have to wreak havoc in your mind and so forth. I look at, here's ego mind, here's physical mind, it does its thing, but then there's that mind. We got, I should say brain, and then there's mind and stuff. And mind can change all that. Okay, we can transform that. And let's pull some, I love this deck too. And I think I will pull for my new Ganesh deck if I can find it. But this is my Whispers of Love deck. To have good positive. Because I feel that's what people need. And one of the cards is embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. And that's true. I mean, it's not healthy to cut them off. And try to suppress them and everything like that. Allow them to come to surface and everything, and embrace them. And, when you're having, say you're having some emotions that are kind of putting you in a bad spot and everything, just kind of burn through them and then just kind of release them and so forth. And then, let's see, that's what I've got. Do something for someone. Give your attention to another. So see, and that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes, it's that Two of Cups card, the first one. Remember, the relation spirit. Working relation, helping others, and so forth, being there for another. That's what, that can also, it can even boost yourself and make you realize that you've got some kind of power even within you to help another person. And everything like that you have capability. Be authentic. This is one of the big things. There's a lot of people walking around afraid to be themselves. This is a big thing. I worry about the young ladies on Instagram. That's a big thing. And I know they have that big thing that go into Congress. That one lady talking about Instagram and how, is body dysmorphia, young ladies who are beautiful, beautiful, and they don't feel they're beautiful. They feel they gotta, alter this, alter that in photos, and everything. And it's like, and they don't see their beauty, and they're not being authentic. They're not living their authentic self. So everybody praises and praises, say, these photos, but it's not the real them. Stuff like that and stuff. And that's why, there's so many, cases, people, them having, depression and mental issues, even suicides and things like that. So people got to learn to be authentic and be themselves and so forth. You're going to feel so much better if you just come out as you are and be yourself. Be authentic and everything. Just be authentic. I mean, you might not have 280 million followers on Instagram being authentic, but do you really need that many damn people? When I look at that, does somebody really need that many damn people? Okay, you don't. You don't. Spiritual connection. Yes. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Having a spiritual connection, that's what your soul needs. And that's something I've been saying, that really is going to help the mental health. Reading the spiritual books, read, inspirational things. Wayne Dyer, he wrote so many good things. Oh, God bless. Oh, Mike, it would have been great if he was still here. There's so many good authors. Louise Hay has written You Can Heal Your Life, very famous and everything. If you like, good spiritual, Sylvia Brown wrote some great books. And so I know sometimes people feel funny about her, but if you read her spiritual books, she wrote some good stuff. Seed of the Soul and everything. There's so many good books. Eric Tolle, of course, has. I know he's kind of commercialized a little, but he's still, if you go back to him in the beginning before it got big, Power Now, good book and everything. Good books out there. A lot of people want true love. And, I tell you, don't stop believing in love. You can have that. But what do we got to do? We do want to work on our self-love. But also, don't, put up with treatment. If people are not treating you right, especially your lovers, your husbands, your wives, or this, that, if people aren't treating you right and everything, don't stick around for it. Don't stick around for it, Forgiveness is a big one. Now, this is something, God, Spirit loves to talk about this, and I'm not surprised I got this card. This is in the soul contract readings I do. If anybody's ever interested in that, go ahead. Everything's in my about, ways to reach me. But forgiveness is one of the biggest soul contract lessons when we come here to learn, is to be able to forgive others. So it is a huge one. It's an area that Spirit wants us to pass that test. So nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. So just if it's your parents, your siblings, your exes, your ex-husband, your ex-wife, if it's a friend who stabbed you in the back, whatever it may be, we want to get to a place of forgiveness. We want to kind of release that burden and everything, and that's, sometimes that is the thing, that actually holds people down, is being unable to forgive, having maybe hatred, resentment, and things like that. I feel all people need to know that. I love this deck. People need to know this. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. I feel like everybody's soul needs to know that right now. With everything going on that's trying to grab you and drag you down. Okay? To make you feel hopeless, to make you feel powerless. And everything like that. Just know that, love does endure. Love is the most powerful thing. It really is. It's the most powerful thing in the universe. And look, even, I feel like Spirit wants to say that to everybody. I love you. I'm going to leave it there for the last of the cards. I love you. Stuff. That is perfect. And also we need to say that more. We need to say that to people and everything like that, and express that. So really, so sometimes when you're kind of, don't get caught up in the collective in what many of the sleep people, and I hate to even divide myself to say that they're going to wake up eventually. Everybody's going to. Okay, but people that are really caught up that, I need money, or I need the perfect relationship, or even I need cool kids, the cutest kids, or I got to do this by the time I'm 30. I got to achieve this goal by the time I'm 40. All these little things that are kind of, not exactly what our soul needs. Sometimes we're asking for the wrong things and stuff. And you may get what you ask for. That's the thing. You may get what you ask for. And that's why you see a lot of celebrities, they get the wealth, the power, the fame, everybody loves them, this, that. And then they're just empty inside. They feel soulless. And so, because they were asking for the wrong things to fulfill them. A spirit knew what their soul needed. But they weren't asking for that. They weren't sitting there. I need mental healing. I need emotional healing. I need this trauma to go away. I need just the various things that they really really need. I need true honest friends, by my side, that really care about me. That would be something that someone's soul needs. Absolutely. Versus, like I said, followers who hardly know you and this, that, just various things like that. Spirit knows what your soul needs and stuff. So it's important you know what your soul needs. And you know what your soul needs, especially because we want to be careful what we ask, what we're asking for and things like that. So, but I thought I would share that. I thought it was very fascinating. I wasn't necessarily surprised, but it's, especially see what does your soul need right now. So I've been trying to do a lot, praying for peace, definitely, and sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll have conversations with spirit. I'll be like, God, why do they do these things to each other? I still don't get it. I still don't get it. I know I'm a human being, and and I've also made mistakes, and I've also been angry. I've got mad at people. I've got frustrated. I know I'm not perfect, so I kind of understand, the human experience, but to go so far to really hurt someone, to take their life, this, that, like, the crane, why people do this, they, all this destruction, and not see, each other in each other, or even see the divine in each other, so we got a lot of lessons to learn, but I thought I would share that, so when you kind of, when you get off the video, I think of that what have I been lately asking for, but what does my soul really need? I want you to focus on that. I hope you enjoy my read.